Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the ready.
50's to mine. Here I come.
Get ready.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
It's a foot race. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready. 30 pace. Let's go. I got you, son. Let him.
On first down, Love. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
50. Wait. Protein spin.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
On third down, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is Harris. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. On second down, Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Hey, Orbit.
Throwing on third and long. Eason, this pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Ready, set.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
50, play.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, high 7.
To throw on second down. Eason, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. So suddenly he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Off play action. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw. Love. Oh, what a move. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Love. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Love got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Off the play fake. Love. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready?
2nd and 14. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
60 Pittsburgh.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch the out.
Leo.
Looking to throw. Eason. Open man is Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
15, run. 59.
Slant.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, exit. Now.
Throwing on first down. Eason. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 11, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch the pass.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
You go tight. You got tight. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Bravo! Check 43. Check 37. Check 37. Go!
Off play action. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56.
Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Chopper, chopper. Check 24. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Wide, get wide.
They're going to try and throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Let's go.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Showing up.
Topper.
Switch.
You're out. They go.
On 1st down, Eason. The 20. Gets this one to Hill. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. This one caught by Isabella. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
24 is the mic. Watch the out.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw again, Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's a baby side. 49, check 49, check 49.
Throwing on first down. Love is going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. Love. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw. Love. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Back to throw. Love will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Love. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A first down carry for Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. That's Isabella open on the right side. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shift! Watch the shift! 24 is the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Third quarter and you got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, 950, 950. Oh, you got deep? Hey, check.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
43. Check, 43. Bravo. You can't block me. 43 is the mark. Hey, watch that. Hey, let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood!
Operating from the gun. Eason. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Love. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Let's go.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but Nate under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked. Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding. Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Eason is going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Buda Baker with a pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Off the play fake, Love. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Love. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. On 4th down, Love. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football. Now,
and this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Go!
To throw on 2nd down, Eason, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 36.
Operating from the gun. Eason is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Williams. Oh, good move. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. This is fielded at the 27. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Check three. Bravo! Ready, go!
On 4th down, Love. That's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Ready? 18, Gator. Hey, Alpha. Give me that ball. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Eason. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Got to do better. H3, 218, chopper, chopper. 25, check 25, check 25. Shift. General, West, Orbit. Set, go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. And going deep for Hill. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On now is the Packers punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, here's Barkley. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 14-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. He also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
3 down. 24 is the mark. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Love looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Cards, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.